What's up, and welcome back! Meet Osborne and Kaya. A lovely pair, I'd say. We need to level up our characters. We did not touch them this last time. So on the status screen, you can see what level your character is currently at, how much XP it's going to take to get to the next level, and what you will get for your next level. As well as if you're under status effects, they will be listed down below, and you'll be able to examine them to see what they say, but we don't have any right now. And so right now we have an attribute point to distribute. I'm actually going to put this in... Oh, I do love a good perception. It's really handy. All right, I have 2 points to spend. I'm going to go with... You know what? We're going to hang on to it right now because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. These are those traits I was talking to you about last time. So it can be altruistic or egotistical. You have the altruistic trait, your reputation is increased by 2. If you have the egotistical, then your bartering is increased by 1. Obedient versus independent. Independence gives you 1 willpower and leadership for obedience. So I would actually rather have leadership, but willpower is smarter, I guess, if you're under unfavorable conditions. All right, so she only has 1 point to spend. Did you level? You did. All right. Higher intelligence improves elemental and witchcraft spells and your offense rating with intelligence-based weapons. Strength is your melee weapons, strength melee weapons, and your man-at-arms skills, and increases how much you can carry or throw. Dexterity is your bow, daggers, and expert marksman and scoundrel stuff, and buffs up your defense rating. Intelligence is good. Constitution increases your vitality and your maximum number of action points you can have. So, speed affects your movement speed, initiative, and how many action points you gain per turn. Increases your number of moves in battle. So, speed combined with constitution, you can do a lot in a turn. And perception affects your critical chance, initiative, start action points in combat, ability to detect traps, and actually when shooting over long distances, see hidden detail. Like, it covers so much. It goes hand in hand with these. But for right now, we're going to go with speed. We need those AP points. And it also increases your movement speed if I didn't say that. All right. How do we feel? I think we're going to bank this last point. Yeah. Okay. I do need that. Let's go visit the wonderful Wizard of Aru. Hey, it's a cat.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
I was summoned here by a cat?
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Counselor Jake's murder.
Please, tell me more about the murder.
It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, The local commander of the Legion insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
Where can I find the scene of the crime?
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
A counselor has been murdered, so I assume there are some suspects.
So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
There's something else I'd like to discuss.
Earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Just listening to the idle banter on the round. Like, the town's so noisy.
Well,
All right. And it may interest you to know that the orcs we took care of were led by a human.
A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays.
Ha! Relatable.
I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead?
Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years, the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now.
Ah, you're humble, I see.
Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane.
From what I've seen and heard, this isn't the first time you've had problems with marauding orcs.
Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools.
About that. All right, anyway. Do tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours.
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise?
No, because I know what you are.
Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of 2 worlds.
Sure, yeah. Look at your inventory real quick before you bail.
What does it matter?
Oh, that's expensive.
Suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
We'll come back to this later. You buy spell books from vendors, if you didn't know. And they don't have every spell available to you, but you can get a good amount.
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sects, undead, orcs. Oh, looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
Maybe we do that. So, I will fully admit, complete transparency. The first time I played this game, I got to this part. I got done talking to Aru. I saved and I quit. I was like, you know, I'm just not feeling this game. It wasn't for me. But then I'm like, you know what? I bought it. I want to see it through. It's an RPG. There's so little of those I get to play nowadays. I carried on. I ended up loving this game. Like, it's great. And it's probably just like the immediate like beach aesthetic going on right now. The orcs looking kind of weird and a lot of dialogue going on, but believe me, it's worth it.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. So
Just gonna take your shit, guys.
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow. I don't know how you did that. Hocus pocus, but boy, am I grateful. Nothing worse than seeing a fine vessel like that disappear beneath the waves.
How about that burning ship?
I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the orc shaman set his fiery gaze on her sails. But you managed to rescue her from a watery grave. Closest thing to a miracle I've ever seen.
Some could say it's even sorcery.
I don't know how you did that hocus pocus, but boy, am I grateful.
Says the same thing. Okay. So here are some objects that could be taken, but the important part is, if you notice, it says steal and it highlights it in red. Things that are red mean that they are someone else's possession. And unless they're dead, or unless you're willing to sneak it, you can't grab these. Because if you grab it in broad daylight, they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then they'll send the guards after you. And that would be a problem. Oh, there's a chest. Feel should meet him as in the meals. Say the line. Oh. Usually they say a rope has stopped like Sicil's greatest adventurers from getting that chest or something. But with teleportation, you can grab it. Ooh. These are uncommon items, which are in green. They have a magical property about them. Also, oh, I have an identifying glass. Cool. Without an identifying glass, you couldn't identify objects, but I do have one. So that has 7% earth resistance and 1 initiative. I'll take that. This wand is 11 HP, which should be better than what Kaya has right now, right? 8 to 16. Yeah. Wands are better than staves, I will fully say. They give you spells, and they're a second stat block to buff your character with, you know? That Lupe Legionnaire. I kind of want to crush this guy with a box. Kind of want to...
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
That was like the inner monologue / narrator telling you that.
sail to Ythildor anymore.
You'll hear the same dialogue said over and over.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy
See?
legionnaire really thinks that Orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Our home, our livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do naught but look on.
Before then, let me see what you got to sell. Continue.
Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than boo.
What happened here?
These bleeding orcs. I can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here, slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves.
About finding work.
With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though.
How about that burning ship?
That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd been around when our own barge went down in flames.
Well, don't you worry, guys.
You found us a job yet? We'll take anything, really.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500
I got a few shillings.
A job yet? We'll take anything, really.
If you'll do some killings.
Just the Federal's carriage for a joyride. Shores? Here? Inside Seal? Bah!
Ooh.
Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
How about that burning ship?
Fast acting there. Many thanks on behalf of all us seamen.
Oh, yeah? That was quite the attack on the harbor.
Madness. Thought we were done with those swampy uglies a fortnight ago. Note, though, that none of them dared to come close to the tide splitter.
Oh.
Don't forget the time.
Sauce? Here in Seal? Dah. Of all that cursed hunks of Rockton.
And don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed to Ythildor?
Hey, Boulder Bash. Ah, Boulder Bash.
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, scared shores. Here, inside.
Tooth,
Seal.
yeah.
Bah.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Seal?
Tell me more about yourself.
Name's Conrad, cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rare imports and magical items.
What do you think of that attack on the harbor?
Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I sought was something worth dying over.
A fair point. Let me see what you have to sell. Oh, good shit? Good shit.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a
Oh.
Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why?
They're great. I just can't afford them. But, so this is the vendor window. This is the buy. This is the sell. So you can look at all the stuff that you have that you can vendor. This is the donate, which is like selling, except instead of getting money for it, you get attitude, which is what that star on the right side is. Higher the attitude, it goes up to 100. The more your stuff sells for, and the less there's cost to buy. Bartering is trading valued items for their items. And if you donate more, or barter more than what they're offering, you also get attitude up. Repair, but you can repair with craftsmen and blacksmithing, so you don't need to waste your money on them. If there's something that you want to... Oh, God, these guys keep talking. Holy shit. That you want to look at, identify it, that you don't have enough lore master to do so, they can do it for you. And if you're still in the same dialogue window with them, you can buy back. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Why we never sailed to Ythildor anymore?
I will kill them later. Don't worry. Your accents are not endearing enough for me to hang by and listen to the same dialogue repeated. Put on the shitty goggles. Oh, I hate that. It just looks like it's gonna bug out. But it gets results.
I can't even smell the sea air over.
What's blocking my path? Hey, I found a waypoint. Eh. I'm Irish. I have to take the potatoes.
Well, you see, the gold and silver planets in square aspect suggest a struggle within you. The signs are unclear. Tell me, have you felt Draconis Major interfering with your moon phase in the past fortnight?
Yep, you're hearing that right. We have a fortune teller bull.
There's that famous Scorpius temper of yours.
We have Pet Pal, thankfully, so we'll be able to hear their conversations.
Never been homesick a day in me life until I sailed to Sicil.
This place sucks ass. So, waypoints are used to teleport to each other waypoint, but we can't do that yet. Come here.
Well, tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A 2 feet addressing me directly? Huh, I thought I'd never see the day.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Sicil, from dock to graveyard and back again.
Proud of that, aren't you?
Speaking of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant, you know. Can tell your fortune to the T.
This part's really fun. Bull.
I'm seeing 2 feet approaching me, and here you are. My powers astound even me.
Tell me a little about yourself.
I'm Bull, the leading clairvoyant in Sicil. The 2 feets never bother to ask, but I see all that is and is to be.
Can you tell me my fortune?
Of course, most winsome 2 feet. Of course. What would you like to know?
Will I be wealthy? No.
Why, yes, most wealthy indeed. But you must be vigilant, 2 feet, for I see that your wealth will come by bloody means.
Murder, got it. Will I be lucky in love?
Well, that depends, 2 feet. That depends. I see that love has caused you to falter in the past. Yes, falter dearly. You must reconcile your mistakes before you will find true love.
And after I click this button, he will never talk to me again. How will I die?
Death. Ever the most difficult topic to foretell. I see. Oh dear. No. No. Your reading is over. Do you hear? Over.
Feel shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
Hey, fishmonger.
Source? Here in Sicil? Pah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
I don't want your wool. I'll take your fish.
Now, there's that famous Scorpius temper of yours.
Fish is used to make dinners, and dinners are real good, especially if you want to be melee. I'm not trying to pick up all those barrels. Also, that barrel just became invisible. And much like most RPGs of this nature, you can become over-encumbered. Alright, put on the shitty goggles again. Look, I know they're handy. I get that part. That's not the problem. The problem is I'm just worried. This is a new experience for me. I've picked them up all the time. I've never tried them out. I looked at the stats and realized, like, that's gotta be terrible. but that one luck point at the beginning does make a bit of a difference, doesn't it? These are fishing rods. I don't want them. They're not good. I don't know what their real purpose is. Ooh. As you can probably guess, loot is RNG. You might get good stuff. You might not. Just a roll of the dice, baby. Like that. I guess, you know, a vision like this.
I was really hoping to find something.
I didn't mean to pick up a barrel. How big was that barrel? Oh, it was a water barrel. Ooh, thread. That saves me time. I want to learn those spells. Whenever you learn something or get a new item that can go onto your bar down here, it will. So this mod makes... Oh, that was what this was. Greg's Incredible Beer. It's supposed to heal you, so that you don't have to constantly go to your healer character, cast regenerate, wait, come back to it, yada yada. Jump around is used to throw people without hurting them and making them mad and leaving your side. Oh, I need this oil barrel. Wait, can I take this oil barrel? Try and fucking stop me! Nice place you got here.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Courteous, proud protector of this house of Legion goods.
Tell me about yourself.
Courteous is my name. The Legion is my calling.
What's in that room exactly?
This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Courteous, have been trusted to guard it.
Okay.
Well, a source hunter. A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs.
Tell me about yourself.
I tell you, this gig sure beats getting my toes bitten off by zombies out in the field. We warehouse guards don't have to do much apart from stroll the perimeter a few times an hour. And of course, every now and again, some friendly folks, like yourself, will wander through here. And nothing beats a pleasant conversation, though my comrade Horatius has quite different opinions on that matter.
And what's Horatius's opinion exactly?
Have you talked to him?
No.
Every man, woman, and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind. If I so much as meet a townsperson with a hello instead of a state your purpose, he starts frothing on and on about godly duty and security breaches.
What do you know of current affairs?
This Jake business is quite the scandal, no? I myself suspect his wife Esmeralda, and the butcher seconds that, let me tell you. Then again, and you didn't hear this from me, he's going through quite the nasty divorce himself, and there's his children to consider.
Oh.
But I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, won't mind. Never did get on well with her mother ever since the incident. Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure having a fresh ear around here.
Ooh. Hey, Horatius.
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse, snooping around?
Yeah.
If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius, or as I prefer to call him, Loose Lips McGee. As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with intruders.
You seem to have a strong opinion about Florius.
That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off of zombies here instead of mine.
Damn.
Ah, even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please, leave me be.
Oh, gotta love coworker drama, right?
Back again? Got any juicy stories for eager ears, hmm?
Horatius just called you Loose Lips McGee. What's that all about?
That fusspot said what? Well, old Loose Lips will let that lowly backbiter know what he thinks about that. So, something you'd like to say to my face?
I haven't a thing to say to you. I'm on duty.
Duty indeed. Put up your
Oh,
Are you mad? We're gone.
I got caught sneaking in.
Enough! Both of you! What is this barbarism? Back to your post at once!
Sir, this is an important matter. A matter of honor.
Such matters are to be settled on your own.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've
Is
become.
all that thieves need to sneak by unnoticed.
It won't happen again, sir.
It better damn well not.
If only the popular girls
Just gonna be nabbing some shit.
could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
This place reeks of all
If only the
stench.
popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
So I didn't mean to have him catch me.
Popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Yes, the narrator will keep saying that. Not every time, but a lot of the time.
I've spotted.
Did I spot something?
Place reeks of orc stench.
Oh, the hatchet? Fair. Oh, I don't want that cup. I got it anyway. You're taking the cup! Fine, fine. How big's my inventory? I'm okay right now. So now the important part is getting out of here without stirring up trouble.
One day, Moira. One day you'll
Why
show
would we
them
be
all.
guarding this place? Think!
Makes sense, sir.
Okay. Okay. Woo! Barely made it out of that one. I'll be back for this stuff later, but we're coming over time, but I want to address something real quick.
Whoa, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here.
I'll take your paper. Sure. I don't want your fuse.
Back page circular from Youthful Gore.
If it's riches you're seeking, all you need's a friend guarding the treasure room.
Your grave opens to welcome you!
Too bad indeed. Not even a skeptic like you can deny that she loves me.
An orc in love. Ha! When this little
This
chap
place reeks
fades,
of orc
she'll liberate
stench.
the flesh from our faces.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead upon my fair fanged filly.
So, I'm not a big fan of how the male orcs look, but obviously the female ones are stacked.
She wouldn't hurt a fly.
So let's talk to Ninius and Sean Connery over here.
Who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Well, tell me about yourself.
Maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts.
I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Damn.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
What's this about a charmed orc?
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
A love potion? Tell me more.
One day you'll show 'em all.
I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal. I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
I think Ninius might be a ninny after all. But let me tell you what I think.
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I'm gonna say this. This is the right answer. She's got to be put down. If the love potion is dodgy as it sounds, she could come to her vicious senses at any time. That's absolutely true. But I'm a romantic at heart. Let her live. If that potion were truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information.
Bravo!
Romantic.
I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
In the words of Dr. Evil, yes, that's true. All right. Well, what a mighty thing to have claimed this day. But we'll be back to more further adventures in the future. At this moment, Kaya and Osborne have a lot of work to do. At least we brought love between this man and his orc. This monster fucker will have plenty of days of joy and happiness, I'm sure. Anyway, that's it for Divinity Original Sin for right now. I have been Captain Zane, and I thank you so much for watching and for whatever support you can give. Always great spending time with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell!